Well, our players earned that thing, you know, start to finish. And first period, we had a really good first period, but we found ourselves down 2-0, and then they held strong. We had great goaltending tonight. Special teams was critical. 2 big penalty kills in the second period, and then our power play scores, and then big kill in the third. Those little things added up. We were good on face-offs tonight. Some of the little things, you know, and I've said it, this will be the 3rd week in a row that I've said, like, we're not out of the woods yet, but we can see the light, and we've seen it coming. And I'll give our guys an enormous amount of credit, because last Saturday we were here, and somebody asked me, they said, I'm going to repeat it, Coach, what are you doing, you know, about your players' frustration? It was I don't know whether we've had zero frustration with our group from what's happened. Frustration from our fans, which they should be. But our players have just been, they've been fantastic, and they're working. We're getting, you know, our young guys are getting better, and they're, you know, they're catching up to our older guys. And like I said, it was a great, hard-fought win. You know, we're not out of the woods yet, but we can see the light.
Talk about the week in practice. The team came out with some fire today.
It's at least the 3rd straight week we've done it,
Yeah.
where we've came out. And we're transitioning the puck better. That's really hurt us early. And, you know, little things, penalty kill, face-offs, you know, we were kind of stubbing our own toe. But it's at least the 3rd week in a row now we've come out with good starts.
And what was that conversation like after the first period? You know, played a good period, down 2-0. What was the discussion in the locker room?
I'll give our leadership and our players all the credit. Like, we just had to encourage them, guys. You're fine. You just keep playing the way you're playing. We're going to pop one. The big advantage we had was our crowd. If we can score a goal, this crowd's going to wake up, because you can't fool our fans. They get it. And our guys, we score the goal. Begley got a huge goal for us, which you needed. That's how they got one of theirs. And then you could feel the juice coming. And then special teams was critical tonight.
Coach, how good is LJ in the circle?
He's great. I mean, he's got the one side, like tonight, and Ludke was very good on his side. Jimmy Clark was very good on his side, and LJ on his, on critical draws tonight. So sometimes too, it's not just all the, you know, it's the critical draws, and we had a few guys coming through for us tonight.
What do you say about the play of Leo Gruba? I thought he was outstanding tonight. A couple of times he had one-on-ones with McKenna and he shut him down.
Yeah, well, Leo is sophomore coming into his own. He's playing more minutes now than he played at any point last year. And there's one of the young guys we're talking about is, you know, he sat behind a lot of pretty high-end defensemen last year. He didn't get, and his minutes darn near doubled, and he's getting better and more comfortable.
Erie lets in 2:04 to start the game. Absolutely shuts it down from there on out.
Yeah, and you know, there's nothing. The one we turned it over on the first one, he had no chance, and then he was completely screened in the second one, and he made critical saves when we needed him.
You talked about the good start. Obviously, not just driving play, but that was one of the more physical starts that I've seen from this team. Like, is that something that was discussed, or is that just how it's
been our emphasis? Like, we had prior to 3 weeks ago, we were having one good start a weekend, and it's been just a huge emphasis with our guys. But there's other things that are happening for it. Like, and it's the 3rd week now in all of our games. In the last 5 games, we've had good starts. And our guys feed off of that. You know, we're growing up. We're like, I'm going to repeat it. We can see a light. We got to just stick to what we're doing.
A lot of positive video from this one for the coaches. I guess a lot of you can point to this.
We've had we've kind of had it sporadically all year. Like, I can't have, like, when you throw young guys in critical key roles into college hockey, you know, there's a learning process, and it's coming, you know. And our older guys needed some help. They're getting some support now. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey guys.
Questions for Axel?
Let's talk about your goal.
Yeah, give the credit to the forwards taking away the net, but it feels good. I haven't scored in over 3 years, so feels pretty nice to get the monkey off the back. But yeah, it's pretty special.
Coach was saying that you know, the talk in the locker room after the first period was, we just need to get one, and then the crowd's going to explode, and we're going to be right back in it. Is that kind of how it went?
Yeah, I mean, we loved our game. I feel like our forecheck, we were dominating them, and then they kind of a couple fluky goals, I think. But I feel like we stuck to our game, and then you get chances against those guys because they're flying all over the place. But yeah, we kind of just stuck to our game. I thought our first was actually one of our best periods, but hockey happens.
That's when you guys get the lead, make it 3-2. It's probably as low as I've heard this building in a couple of years. Feel that way to you too?
Yeah, it was special. I kind of blacked out when it went in because I didn't really know if it was.
Who finally convinced you that you scored?
Yeah, I know, seriously. But yeah, I know we got the best fans in the country, and especially on a whiteout, it was pretty special.
Talk about, you guys go down 2-0. You feel like you played well. You come back. What does this tell you about the team and kind of the adversity that you guys can overcome?
Yeah, I feel like no matter the circumstance, like we just know that we got a bunch of dogs on our team, and we're just gonna get our nose dirty, even if bounces or hockey's not going our way. I feel like we just stick to our game, and I feel like that's what we've been doing pretty well over the last couple of weeks. Is we have a game plan and we stick to it, and as long as we don't get out of that, then we find success, and I feel like we have it.
A couple of fluky goals early got in on Nathan, but then after that he was rock solid. What's his demeanor back there in the net when you guys are out on the ice?
He's unreal. I mean, awesome dude off the ice, and he's an even better goalie. I mean, you know he's going to make the first save, so it's about just giving him the opportunity to see the puck and just settle in. I feel like those 2 goals, were obviously a little fluky, but he settled in and he was dialed in. So,
what did you see at the very end of the game there with the big scrum and the crowd was going crazy?
It was awesome. That's what hockey's about, those rivalries and those battles. And I think LJ stood up for our goalie there because he kind of took one after the whistle, but I thought it was pretty special. I thought it was, obviously our crowd was absolutely going. I couldn't really tell what was going on, but I thought it was pretty good.
How much does that bond your team going into tomorrow night and beyond?
Yeah, I mean, we know that we got each other's backs, and tomorrow's going to be a battle, and we know that, so we just got to get ready to play 3 periods, 60 minutes, and we just know that every guy next to us is willing to eat a puck or win a fight or whatever happens.
Thanks, Axel.
Good.
Good
Thanks,
game,
guys.
Axel. First period, your coaches, Axel, everybody said and agreed, you played pretty well. You come out of it down 2-0. What was the mood like in the locker room after the first period? And how did you guys respond?
It was fine. Nobody was down. I think we believed, and we just saw how good we were playing, and we just stuck to it, and things started working out.
What was the message like in practice this week? So obviously you guys came out with a lot of jumping, had a lot of really quality chances right away in the first period there.
Yeah, I think it was just stick to what we were successful at last week, and just get an F3 back and be good on the forecheck. That's about it.
What did you guys see in the third period there when you're up 1-0, Penn State's coming hard at you? What were you kind of experiencing and seeing on the ice and feeling on the bench?
Yeah, I think we had a lot of energy. You guys were feeling really good. We were making a lot of plays. There's also just great energy on the bench. The guys were very uplifted, so yeah.
Yeah, can you talk a bit about your goalie tonight? Obviously, a couple goals right away that were kind of fluky, and then he locked it down the rest of the way.
Yeah, he played amazing. I never had a doubt. He's always so calm in net, and for him to get that win, I'm super happy for him.
Yeah. Did you see anything at the end of the game there with the big scrum and obviously LJ kind of sticking up for the squad?
Yeah, I didn't really watch it, honestly. I was just making sure nobody was jumping off the bench to hop in, so that's about it.
Veteran leadership.
Yeah.
And speaking of that veteran leadership,
What's
pretty
that?
young team. Obviously, you guys have been going through it to start the year. How have you seen some of those younger guys come along?
Yeah, I think every day we just see more confidence in them, just their abilities coming out more and more as we get the system together and everybody's getting connected, and yeah, it's starting to look really good. So
The lines have sort of shifted around this year. Did you like your combination with Mason and Jamal?
Oh yeah, I love it. I mean, it's been great. It was great last weekend, and I think I see it every day in practice. I think we're building more confidence every day and just getting more connected. So
obviously, of course, tomorrow it's hard to win 2 nights in a row in college hockey. What do you expect to see?
it's going to be a Game 7 battle tomorrow night, so we got to be ready to go.
Good deal.
Yeah,
Thanks, John.
thanks.
Nice game.